Now we are
Oh,
live.
so does that mean we need to start the
A drow
the
has an
Days of My
appearance
Life
score
update?
of 14.
Rowan, put the book of erotic fantasy away.
The average is 10.
So what does a drow with 40 charisma have?
I think still 14, but I'll tell you, a gold dragon is 22.
Rowan,
That's one fuckable dragon.
Rowan,
Just saying.
and I'm just saying, put it away.
Rowan, I thought you deleted that book.
I lied.
I remember hearing something similar.
I'm pretty sure I asked for hot chocolate and they gave me coffee. Meh.
Planetar 27.
Rowan, put the book away before I take it away.
Just gonna you.
Rowan, we know you're whacking it. Get done and come back.
Hilarious. I find this hilarious. Please continue.
Rowan, find a sock.
I'm just trying to figure out if I'm supposed to give the weekly update for the Days of My Life.
Don't worry about it.
It was not a funny week. I think I'm going to avoid it. Yeah.
Our disappointed viewers will just have to be disappointed.
Although, the one hilarious thing, guys,
God damn it.
my mom will not be served at the bar.
That's a
It's
victory.
not hilarious, that's just sad.
But it's
Yet
so
laugh.
sad that it's hilarious.
I mean, it's satisfying, and it's a victory, but it's so sad. Even the bar says, no, woman, you've had too much, you're an alcoholic, go home.
Bitch, go home.
Alright, so y'all enter the city, coming in from the Lost Coast Road. Stacks of treasure and defeated evil cleric in tow. What do?
Somewhat reformed. We're working on it.
Not
I'm
yet.
going to personally ignore the rest of the group and walk to wherever whomever may sell horses and ask them if they know who this horse belongs to.
That would be. Let's see. That's where. Come on.
In that case, before Zephi leaves, I'm going to tell her to meet us at the Rusty Dragon this evening.
She will shrug at you, but not say much else,
Okay.
unless prompted.
Okay.
Huh. It's actually directly next to the Rusty Dragon. Goblin Squash Stables. Number 38, down over here.
Okay, I can't actually move my horse, so
Oh god, he's as big as the...
Yeah, I know, but any bigger and start pixelating. Alright, so you walk in to the Goblin Squash Stables. So named because of the door that hangs over the sign that hangs over the door, not the door that hangs over the sign. Freaking Escher Stable.
That would be back asswards.
The sign that hangs over the door, depicting a goblin being trampled underfoot by a horse. You get the feeling that the owner of this particular stable does not care for goblins.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is in fact a
You're
rusty
welcome.
dragon.
Well, I figured I would highlight our base of operations.
All right.
Also,
So-
I just like tracing things sometimes. Fuck off.
Do you want to color it next?
Don't tempt me.
Been told it's very soothing.
All right. So you walk into the. Why is it turning red? Never mind. You walk into the Goblin Squash stables. You see an older human, male, tending to some of the horses. Turns his head round when he hears the bell over the door. Not the door over the bell, mind you, but the bell over the door. Turns around. Sees you walking in with a horse. Ah, here to return the... Wait. That's not one of mine. Oh, here to, yes, I remember you, yes. Here to stable your animals again, hey?
Well, Kachita, yes, I was really wondering, do you know who this horse might belong to? I found it in the woods, in the goblin place.
Well, I'm really not sure. He's gonna walk up to the horse, inspect it very closely. Rings a bell. I do believe this particular horse belonged to a traveling merchant of some sort. What name did they give him? Shady something. Shadow. Shade. Shadow something. It's gonna drive me nuts.
Stay within the lines. Nothing.
I'm trying.
Well, if there's someone in the area who's lost his horse, I'm sure maybe you come by to look for it. Would you like me to set it up here for a few days, see if anybody comes by?
Well, I should be in town for a few days, and that would be fine. Yeah. If you need me to pay for stuff for it, I can. Probably. She looks at the pile of food on it.
Oh, wow. You've had a very productive outing, haven't you?
Yes. I think.
Also, why is the horse so obviously malnourished?
Well, I found it, the goblins keeping it, so I gave it some of my mule feed, and it ate some brambles, but it hadn't eaten for a few days before that.
I see. Giving the goblins a hard time, were you? He starts petting the horse.
He is a good girl, and she likes me a lot. It took a while, but I convinced him.
How would Zamifi not know? She's right on fucking eye level with it.
Because I have not been informed out of characterly whether it's a her or a him.
haven't asked. I took that to mean you haven't checked.
She's on eye level. She can't not check. It's there in her face,
Her
or it's
perception
not
is
there.
crap.
This is true.
My
She's
perception
blind.
is actually negative.
Yeah, I forgot she's actually blind. Never mind.
She's blind in 3 eyes.
Poor Elion. He has to be blind for her.
He has good perception. He's also on par with it.
Actually, slightly taller because he typically stands on your head.
He's 2 inches tall, dude. We're talking about a horse that's like, what, 7 feet?
Also, he doesn't care.
That's true. Well, he might. He's got a stallion dangling in his face, let's be honest.
He's like an inch tall. He's not gonna care if Stallion is dangling in his face unless he's gonna get out of the way when it's aiming. Size proportions, it just doesn't work. Although
You're saying he wouldn't feel particularly awkward staring at a horse's manhood?
we are apparently being very inclusive of our non-breeder brethren, as indicated by the
Horses also a 10 on the attractiveness scale.
You faggot!
About the same
Close
as a
the
human.
book.
It's a bit of trivia for you.
Either put the book away or share a screen so that Nick can have it in the recording.
We need evidence of you looking at the Book of Erotic Fantasy.
Rowan, do you want me to open my book of erotic fantasy and we can look together?
No, I'm past.
That's right, Jeff. That's all right.
Yeah, you already offered him porn. It's actually a bit of a step backward. I'm okay with it.
I mean, you're welcome to my porn too, of course.
You've already shown some of it to me.
It's good, no?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, Scott. I'm going to apologize for the entire group.
Mm.
I was gonna.
Well, at least I
was
cannot
gonna apologize.
actively. At least I cannot actively participate in any of these conversations. I can't have PDFs open and Skype at the same time.
I was gonna apologize because I do feel bad, but it sort of feel hypocritical coming from me.
Only sort of.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, Nick, if I could draw your attention to the bottom of the map regarding this bit of area over here.
Where is this bit of area?
Which bit of
over here?
area?
Oh, okay. 48, 47, 48, 49, 50.
Peninsula.
Yeah. Regarding your earlier plan to turn Kaijitsu Manor into another inn, it's way over there. Way out of the way.
So?
Little off the beaten path.
We put
Yeah.
a small dock there or there, and the rich people who want to be near the city but not be near the peasants in the city can come stay over here in the manor.
There's plenty of room to like have fields for horseback riding and hunting and all that stuff, dude. It's a good place.
Yeah, no, that's actually perfect for like a rich people inn, which is what you want
Enjoy
with, a manor.
the scenic view of the racing golf.
Yeah. See, you can overlook the city so that you're bigger than it and better than it, so you're up above them on the peninsula. And, they're all piss ants when you're looking at them, because that's how rich people view everyone anyways.
Try to forget that there's a Satan pit literally like 10 feet below your feet.
We don't have to tell them about that.
10 feet below their feet. It's over there in the city proper.
See, that's even better! Avoid the Satan pit! Stay at the new inn! This is an excellent plan!
I agree with this plan.
See, all we have to do is just put a little dock here, and then we can just ferry people right across whenever they want to go into the town for for shopping and nightlife because Sandpoint has so much of that to offer.
It's a bustling entertainment district. That one dude putting on plays really is all worthwhile.
Well, he's
Yeah,
gonna
why do
have
you
a
think
new
the
star
manor's there in the
actress
first
soon.
place?
You joke, but he's a level 6 bard. He knows his shit.
And I am a good actress.
Actually, yes.
Only because you said I could use my diplomacy check.
Well, I mean, you're not much of a character actor, but damn if you can't nail those monologues.
Super
Good
lucky.
people! Good people! I missed my introduction!
As a matter of fact, there would be a letter waiting for you when you get back to your room. That's for later.
Yeah. Anyways,
So, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, we have a prisoner that needs to be escorted to a cell.
Yep.
A prisoner that a lot of people in town recognize.
Do they after she's been all
Well-
demified?
It depends. Did they put it
She's
back on her
only
head?
got her. She's only got a claw, as far as the demonization is concerned. Just pointing out.
I thought she looked like subtly different over time too.
well, I mean, she grew up a little bit maybe, but otherwise, it's
I
predominantly
mean,
the
she hasn't
claw
been
and-
in a standpoint for at least 5 years.
Yeah, you get like a big cloak, pull a hood up over her head.
Well, if you like, you guys have one?
I like a sack.
If you guys do that, I won't complain.
I mean, I'm wearing the fuck is that? A traveler's outfit.
There's at least 2 cloaks of resistance in this party, I'm pretty sure.
I got a traveler, but that comes with a fucking cloak.
Do you put the cloak on Nualia?
Yeah.
I was thinking, in Party Loot, we've got to have something, and then I started looking through it, and I'm like, actually, no, we really don't. Never mind.
Everyone's using the cloaks of resistance.
Nualia's sort of looking back at you, partially baffled but mostly amused.
Yeah, she's still laughing at Cross. You senile old man.
Don't want to reveal the secret too soon, huh? Well, you do like your big entrances.
Whatever makes the transition smoother.
Oh, that's really a lot funnier than it has any right to be.
We agree on something. Now the cloak is sufficiently over. I suppose we'll get to the. Where the fuck are we gonna go?
I'm just looking for that right
the
now.
garrison.
Yeah,
The garrison.
I mean, I
you
still
guys-
say that they don't have the right to judge her if they hurt.
Okay, well, regardless of whether or not they have the right, they have cells.
I mean, yeah, but
We
Trust
were just
has been
talking about the
working
need
so
for-
far.
This is the garrison. Number 10.
Trust has been working so far when she has nowhere to hide and a limited amount of space in which to maneuver.
And is not
no,
in the middle of a town full of people she fucking hates.
yes, there's that too.
They're not wrong.
Was that her chiming in?
It absolutely was.
JD's gonna glance at it like I'm trying to. You know what? Fine. All right, Sal. Sure.
I'm going to point out, I'm on your side as well, that I still feel that we should have somewhere secure to keep her. It makes sense.
I mean, JD will just shrug.
So unless anybody stops me, I'm going to start leading us towards the garrison.
Just do it.
All right. Are you taking any particular pains to avoid Church Street?
Yes.
With
Yeah.
Yes, we are. We're
So
taking
let's go
Cliff
down.
Street instead.
Okay.
All right. Well, it is a particularly large building, so she can still see parts of it. Just sort of glances in that direction. Oh, they rebuilt it.
Are you really surprised?
That's a shame.
It's pretty recent, actually. A couple weeks ago, believe it or not, happened to, well, the ceremony, the rechristening and all that sort of happened right when the initial raid happened.
Yeah, the raid that. JD, stop talking.
Auric coughs awkwardly while rolling the large-ass helmet.
Oh, we stopped on the way there.
Well, there is actually one guard who notices the lot of you.
It's a joke.
It's Kenny, actually.
Hey, Kenny! Why do I
Hmm.
feel like you
Hey,
should be dead?
That's not nice.
You bastard.
What?
Thank you, Rowan.
Welcome.
I don't understand, but I'm
I'm
pointing
sorry.
at
I'm sorry.
hooded, shackled Nualia. Actually, are the shackles visible? Because that would mean the arms are visible as well.
I
Or at
would
least the hands.
imagine we're being smart enough
I thought
to
the
keep her
purpose of a cloak.
cloaked completely.
It's depend if she's poked her fucking hands through the little gap that the cloak makes in the front.
All right.
So they would
That one's
have
pretty
been
much
covered
over.
unless she herself specifically wanted them uncovered.
All right. He's gonna point at, in order, the completely becloaked figure, and then the armored fellow rolling around a absurdly huge helmet.
Oh, Kenny! JD's gonna reach around in his bags for a second. I got these! And he's going to hold up Goblin Battle Plans. Also,
I was actually about to ask if Sheriff
there's a
Hemlock was back
lot
yet.
of dead goblins.
Good. Actually, yes. Sheriff Hemlock came back about a day and a half after you left, actually.
Well, that's fast.
Good news for us.
Oh my god. It's not.
Is he at the garrison
Of
right
course.
now?
Everyone just talks over Kenny. Shut the fuck up. Poor Kenny.
I started talking before Jeff started talking. I didn't realize. Sorry.
It's funnier this way.
Jeff, I'm
Question
sorry the
stands.
beginning of your sentence interrupted the middle of mine.
He took a horse. It wouldn't take. No, he's meeting with mayor at the. What? All right. So, first off, don't recognize either of them. Second, what are those papers in your hand? Third, good for you on
Prisoner?
the goblin killing thing.
Reformed prisoner.
Prisoner, point to Noelia. Mercenary, help us out, point to Auric.
Auric waves.
JD, I'm even more on her side than you are. Just trust me here. And
I feel like I'm missing
battle
some pages.
plans that were picked up. You are. It's not something that we're really going to talk about right now out in public. We'd like to speak with Sheriff Hemlock as soon as possible because there are some things he needs to know and a couple things we need to talk to him about.
Goblin battle plans,
all
to
right.
answer your last question.
Oh, good. All right, well, first things first, let's get over to the garrison, I suppose.
How the hell are goblin battle plans good? What the fuck is wrong with Kenny?
It's good that you have them. We can learn.
Oh my god,
Follow
his
the
ears are
fucking-
really, really good.
Yes, they are.
They can hear me in fucking real life. Shit.
That's right, Rowan. He looks directly over, across his head.
Just looking at the third person camera.
Pay no attention to the man behind the mask.
You, holding the
Third person
controller,
camera.
listen up.
You're watching this from third person? No.
I mean, technically, I'm floating over, like a tactical, like
Yeah,
a turn-based RPG.
I always visualize third person omniscient.
Well, he said looking over his head at me, so it's been dictated for me that I've been dropped out to third person to get a more cinematic view from my normal third. I'm rescoping the town.
See, I'd rather do
All
third
right.
person.
Something to that effect.
So then, you all, come on.
You all,
You all are escorted to garrison.
Okay.
Be a cliff crossing junkers and tower. Because we're cool like that. We know street names. They're totally not written on the map. Ignore the
yeah,
words on the map.
it's not like fucking. I've memorized those. Yeah, to help immerse myself.
I couldn't get rid of the numbers without getting rid of the street names. And really, the numbers are mostly for my benefit anyway. So there you go.
Fine with it.
All right. So you are escorted to the garrison, where your group is handed off to a large, heavily scarred fellow by the name of Vashedi.
What?
The fuck is that?
It's a
Hey,
Shawanti name.
Are you sure it's not the Versian version of Machete? Because I'm picturing Danny Trejo right now.
If that helps you.
Oh God, it doesn't. It does, but it doesn't at the same time.
Mistakes were made.
He stands up from his stool.
He's angry at us.
How's my Mexican accent?
Don't, Jeff. You don't.
Do it.
Just
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Jeff, no.
I'm not feeling that confident in it right now.
Do it.
Jeff.
Come on, Essay.
What the fuck?
It's the whitest essay I've ever heard.
I think that was racist.
Might as well have said Essie.
Might as well said East. Yes, that is Fischetti.
Easel.
He's so angry.
And that's just his neutral face.
It's like he's not even mad.
Just disappointed.
Oh god damn it. Anyways.
Stands up, praises to a lot of you. So what are you all doing here?
Here to see Sheriff Hemlock.
Oh, the sheriff is meeting with the mayor right now regarding reinforcements from Magnamar.
Well, the mayor may very well want to hear what we have to say as well, so is there any chance that we could intrude upon this meeting?
You three might be able to, but pointing to the hooded figure you're leading around, and Auric, who deigned to wait outside with the helmet.
Good man.
Well, Auric won't need to join us, but this one, I'm going to motion to Nualia, would be one of the subject matters that we need to discuss.
He's sort of narrowing his eyes. I don't follow.
We need to discuss with the sheriff what we are going to do with the person under cloak.
Is your becloaked friend some kind of criminal?
I would say yes. She would fall under that category.
Well, it's good you brought her down here then. Kenny, go, just go.
Ouch. Stone Cold.
Kenny walks out the door, heads off in the direction of the mayor's house.
Where the strong rewarded leather.
Alright. In the meantime, he's gonna lift a heavy key ring off his belt, start walking back towards the cells. Follow me, come on.
We follow.
Indeed.
He's gonna walk back down the cells. Along the way, you see that one goblin from before that you interrogated.
Shit, they didn't kill his ass yet?
Apparently not.
he sees you and he waves with his ear because he's still tied up. Yeah, we're still not quite sure what to do with him.
You should try and reform him.
Easier said than done.
I'm gonna give you a look.
The goblin chimes in from across the room. What reform mean? Do not want to polymorph. Be like being goblin.
Syllables. How do you know that?
JD's thinking that's impressive as fuck. In Goblin, reform means to get along with us tall, pasty-skinned, short ears.
What? No, that's stupid.
You're stupid.
In Goblin, one of it was reform or die.
And there's a back and forth of you're stupid for a little bit, I imagine.
In
Whilst
Goblin,
the rest of the moves forward.
And then JD realizes, ha! I win! Turns and walks away. I can do this. You're stuck in a chair.
Oh. Longshank is crafty.
Dude, I love this goblin.
Truly, master strategist. What strategist?
You are worthy opponent!
I'm gonna shout back in Goblin. Same to you, my short green little friend.
Thank you! And come to an empty cell, few rooms over. I think we can make that happen.
I thought that we were bringing Nualia to the meeting.
I think they were bringing the meeting to us.
What? I thought you were bringing the criminal here to be jailed. What?
Well, after we figure out what we're going to do with her, yes. She may need to be imprisoned.
That's how this goes normally. I mean, you bring people here, they sit in the cell for a while, then they have their trial, and whatever else happens. Oh, what the hell? And he turns around and starts walking back.
Okay. We're going to follow him back. Hopefully this time to the meeting location.
Gonna wave at the goblin as we pass by, and in Goblin, if you're reformed, you can do this. And JD's just going to show off walking.
The goblin's gonna look at you intently, and the wheels are starting to turn. Well, wheel.
That one cog. It's trying to find something to click onto.
No, it's a hamster wheel. Not nary a hamster in sight.
The lone breeze nudges the wheel. The wheel's neutral.
I missed that goblin.
It was just there.
All right.
Just want to find a true love.
Are you lot heading in the direction of the,
Wherever Machete fucking leads us.
We follow Machete.
Sorry, Machete.
Blatant Ripoffs 101.
All right. He points you in the direction of Devon Manor.
All right.
Over there. I imagine they'd be on their way back by now.
Way
Maybe. I don't know.
over there.
I don't know. Perhaps. Maybe. He sits back on his stool, picks up the book from underneath the stool, pulls out a tiny pair of reading glasses.
Okay. Onward to Devon Manor, then.
All right.
I'm going to make a stop by the stables. Tell the others I'll catch up.
All right.
Okay. See you
Yeah.
there.
All right.
All right. I suppose now is a good time since you guys are going to be taking a little while getting there. Zamifi,
That's me.
cut to you. What you doing?
I don't remember what me and this dude were talking about, but I assume that I am helping make Chiquita and company comfortable, and then I will begin carting stuff into the Rusty Dragon.
Well, he and the horse pretty much instantly bonded over their mutual hatred of goblins.
JD.
I'm not even.
Does that mean the horse is not my friend anymore?
A horse can have more than one friend.
Unlike people.
All right,
It's
and
full of such
you're-
darkness.
you're offloading everything into your room at the Rusty Dragon.
We're terrible good guys.
Yeah. Because I assume they want to take the stuff to be sold, and I'm not too bothered with it, so.
All right. You see a Mako behind the counter who looks up as you walk in. Oh, hi, you've been gone. What the?
Hi.
Looks at all the stuff you're carting in. What did you do?
Well, it's a long story.
It's an expensive story.
Why, you want something? I think we have some of your friend's stuff in here, your brother friend. You can have his stuff if you want, maybe.
She's just gonna stand there for a second, knuckles drumming on the counter. No, thank you. No.
Okay.
You see one of the drunk guys nudge his friend and then try to point you out. But given his equilibrium, the sudden outstretching of pointing arm causes him to fall out of his chair.
Have things been good here?
Well, thump.
Uh-oh.
More
Is
or
he
less.
okay?
He's fine.
Tell where we go.
I'm fine. See, he's fine.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks. He tries to give you a thumbs up, but instead extends a pinky.
can't add a nauseated mercy to your lay on hands until 9th level. It's fucked.
Actually, a lot of the people have been coming around and asking for you lot.
Well, I did highly recommend the Rusty Dragon.
Yeah, you did.
So,
Is that a bad thing?
Not from my perspective.
Oh, okay.
Though a couple of my servers have taken to icing their feet after their shifts now.
I'm sorry. I'll give them massages if they want. It's all my fault. Kind of.
You hear Bathana from inside the kitchen. That would be awesome!
Okay.
So, do you want some help of moving all that up to your room or someone else's room, or
I'm not really sure what they want to do with it. They're taking the person to the thing. I really don't think we should have let her come this far. So I'm not exactly on paying attention terms with them right now. But I had all the horses, so I have all the stuff, and I figure I shouldn't leave it in the stable, so I should put it somewhere.
he looks at you for a second. Okay.
I didn't follow any of that, but sure.
as she's moving stuff, I guess, let me know if I notice her headed that way.
It's around this time you pass by the dragon and you see her, or rather, you see all the crap you guys brought back to town clogging the door.
Oh, Christ. I did not prepare floating discs, so I guess this will just be me. I have a 10 strength. I can help. I shall begin assisting Zamifi, provided she doesn't roll check me out of the way and bringing stuff into order.
Let's see. What do we have? We should,
Mako looks over Zamifi towards... Oh, hey, Mr. Cross.
Mako. Good to see you again.
we should put all of the dog slicers in JD's room.
On his bed.
Yeah.
Not under the covers, though. That'd be cruel.
No, not under the covers. And all of the little leathers. And
Jeff, did we find any weird, goblin art that we can hang up in his room?
please say yes. Please say
That'd be
yes.
fucking awesome.
Well, it's pretty hard to describe goblin art.
That's exactly what we're looking for.
Mostly because it's kind of an oxymoron.
I feel like Zamifi would have totally grabbed some weird looking tapestry or something or other just for this purpose.
Didn't you guys steal a carpet or something? I don't
Yes.
remember.
The carpet was shit.
No, the carpet was shit, and you told us it wasn't worth anything, so we didn't bother
Was
taking
there
it.
the ruler of that? Did he have any tapestries of himself up? Like of his butt or something? I don't know. It's the kind of thing I'm looking for.
There were animal skins. That was about it.
Was there an animal skin
with
with the king's butt painted on it?
Yeah.
There was one that looked like he may have sat on it at one point.
That one.
That'll do. That'll work. We'll take it.
We should hang it up in the doorway so when he opens the door, he walks into it.
I like the sound of that.
Wait, why are you on my side all of a sudden?
It's good to be back, that's all. I needed to talk to you about something anyway. And I'm going to wait until we're beginning to carry stuff upstairs to say this. I don't want to be chatting about this in front of a Mako or the bar patrons.
That was why there was the super vague, what the fuck are you saying statement?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are carrying stuff up the stairs.
We're putting all the random goblin stuff that smells extrinsically of goblin in JD's room.
Suck it, JD.
Okay,
JD,
so
digitate.
that is 24 dog slicers. One of them is masterwork. 36 short bows. 520 arrows. 4 horse choppers. Masterwork.
It's not going to be room to stand.
16 studded leathers. 20 small leather armors. 26 light wooden shields. 1+1 hide armor. 3 whips.
And a piece of hide that the king sat on.
Yeah, and the king's royal butt pelt.
Butt print.
Yes.
Right in the doorway.
Glorious. It's harmless and obnoxious. It's just what I need.
It's hilarious when he runs into that, gets covered in it, trips, falls on the knives.
It's a thick belt.
It'll probably protect him from the knives when he falls.
Don't worry, this will just bring about revenge.
It'll be fun.
I owe you anyway.
No, you tried to get me back. You just failed.
So, as soon as we're upstairs and away from prying ears, we're trying to, Wally, or at least we're attempting to. And you should be there for that. Because we've got a whole bunch of people in our group that are going to speak in her defense and no one who is going to speak against except some of the other town. And you have just as much a right to have your voice heard. And if this is going to be done right, you need to be there.
She didn't do anything to me.
Which is why you need to be there. You're an impartial observer. She didn't do anything to me either.
She would have killed us if she had the chance, and you know it.
Yeah, I do.
She wouldn't have given us this whole, oh, you can be saved speech, join the dark side. It's good for you.
Probably not. I've met very few people who do.
That's why we're better than her.
And what I really don't understand, and this is really what's bothering me, and I haven't been able to get anybody to explain it to me good, is if we are going to save her, why aren't we trying to save all of them?
I don't really have a good answer for you there.
Whilst all this is going on, by the way, Elian is taking a long overdue ride on the chandeliers.
Because, I mean, Ileana said it's because if we try to save all of them, we might die, but we might not. And then, we save one person but not the other. And that's really that's not fair to the others who'd also deserve a chance. And if we just sort of smush their heads in, then why aren't we just smushing her head in? And I don't get it. I don't know why we have to save her.
There's a lot of things about what we're doing and the situations that we found ourselves in that are far from fair. And I don't think we're ever going to find ourselves in a situation that's entirely fair. But when we are in control, then we should do the best to make the situation fair to those we have the power over. We may not be able to save everyone as much as I'd like to try.
But if we don't even try, we don't know. And Ileana was saying we can't even try. Because we'll die if we do.
If you want to try, I'll support you. And I'm not going to stand aside and throw this hypocritical shit at you about saving Nuali and not being able to save anybody else. I wasn't happy that Leary died. I wasn't necessarily happy that Suto died.
We didn't even ask any of the goblins if they wanted to try and become good people. And goblins could be good people just as much as people could be good people.
Goblins, it's rarer, though. Goblins have a...
But we didn't try.
No, we didn't. Doesn't mean we shouldn't try for the ones we can.
Right. So what I really want to know is why all of a sudden, after we go through all of those goblins and Suto and the other lady and all of this stuff, why we have to save this one.
Well, if I'm going to be honest with you, I just wanted information out of her at first, but then I felt sorry for her. And it's not something that's fair or unbiased. It's entirely based on emotion.
Well, I mean, bad things
happen
happen to people.
And I fought for her.
Bad things happen to people all the time. But then when bad things happen to people, they don't go and try and, what is the word that I'm looking for? That thing where you kill a bunch of people who didn't do anything to you. The word is genocide. Zamifi cannot think of it.
At this point,
You're looking for genocide.
I was thinking at this point they would cut away to downstairs where Elion is helping one of the drunks with the crossword. Ooh, genocide, that fits.
No.
That's canon now.
Most people don't. And there's not really any good way about it, but we've got a chance to help someone who otherwise may not have had the same kind of shot.
Ileana said I'm the same as her.
That's not what she meant. You share similarities that might be considered surface, but you do have some personality similarities, and that's not a bad thing. And Ileana wasn't meaning to compare you to the things that Nualia did.
No, I mean, I didn't think that. But if I'm the same as her, then why is she all bad and stuff, and I'm not?
Circumstance. Maybe you're just made of tougher stuff than she is. Maybe she was weak. There's always that as a possibility.
I can lift a lot of stuff, she says.
Cross chuckles. That's
Just let her go with
not
that.
what I meant.
That's the closest you're gonna get.
That's not what I meant.
That's the cake argument. God damn it! Let her go with it.
No, I trust her. This is the first real fucking conversation Cross has had with her. No, I mean her. What would you call it? Her soul or her spirit. Her character.
Are you
Maybe
talking
she
about
just-
the monster that lives inside my belly?
And that is your stomach.
Oh.
And it's entirely possible she has a weaker stomach than you do, but that's not where I'm going with this. Paladins are known for their sturdy composition. But two people raised in different circumstances, presented with different things, could turn out differently. even if they are similar. Even if you're born as brother and sister, or twins even, and you look the same, but one of you's raised here and someone's raised somewhere else, you're going to be different. It doesn't matter how similar you are. Is that making any sense?
I mean, kinda. And I feel better because you said you're help right and save the other people from now on too. Because I just, it's, it made me feel like I was a bad person when JD said I was going to be a murderer because I wanted to hurt her. And then I thought about all of the goblins and and Suto and that other guy and that girl that got stabbed by Ileana. And I was just like, but we've already killed people, so we're already murderers, which makes me a bad person.
One, JD's an idiot. Two, maybe you're right. Maybe we're all murderers from a certain point of view. But it depends. Some people can be hypocritical, can look at a goblin or an enemy that you're facing in combat, and you can strike them down, and you can have an enemy who's bound and asking for their life and not strike them down. And it's just all about how you feel. That's just your conscience talking. There's nothing rational about it. It's your heart.
I didn't know those could talk.
In a metaphorical sense. Like the little voice in your head when you feel, well, it's...
You mean Elliot?
Well,
downstairs, you
yes, actually. Well, in this case, yes, actually.
Let's be honest, that's what the voice in Zamifi's head says.
You got a bird friend with some pretty good head on that pair of winged shoulders there. You know he wants the best for you, right?
No, he wants the best for Smead.
And right now you're the best for Smead. So if you're the best that you can be, what's best for you is best for Smead. That's what being a chosen one means, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well,
I was just
maybe
sitting in
that's
the street one day playing marbles, and Elian flew up and was like, you're the chosen one. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. He's like, here, come with me. I'm going to teach you crazy religious stuff. And I was like, this sounds not very fun. But hey, a talking bird. That's kind of cool. I'll follow it. Sure, why not?
You're chosen for a reason. Because I can tell you there are a lot of birds that just start talking. Unless he's the servant of a very powerful wizard that's been following you for a couple of months now.
I don't know if I know any wizards. Well, I mean, I guess you're kind of a wizard.
I'm kind of a wizard. JD is not a wizard.
Fuck off!
Oh,
Not even a little bit.
JD's not a
sneezes
very nice
somewhere.
person.
JD's got a good heart. And not much brain to back it up. But his
You
heart's in
guys
the
are
right
all
place.
dicks. I haven't insulted any of you people. You can
Well,
all go
I
fuck
mean-
yourselves.
I think he's pretty smart because he always knows what the stuff is, even if you don't.
That right there makes it all worth it.
Cross his shoulders sag.
And the episode boils over
But-
the entire city. Everyone's a hangover.
But he just doesn't seem like he really wants me around, I guess. And I mean, at least you and Ileana talk to me kind of. You're kind of grumpy pants most of the time, but you shared your coffee with me the other morning, and that was pretty cool.
Well, can I be truthful with you, Zamithi? And I'm hoping you're not going to get angry at me for saying this.
Well, I've never lied to you.
Well, you make me really, really angry sometimes. It's not because of who you are, it's just because you don't listen.
Neither do you.
No, but I'm old. I get away with it.
I'm older than you.
Technicality.
Then start acting like it.
How are you talking to, kid?
Let me tell you, the older people get relative to their age, well, the more they want to be listened to. I've done a lot of things, seen a lot of stuff. And believe it or not, at least 50% of the time I've been known to know what I'm talking about.
I usually don't know what I'm talking about, but I try and make up really good things. Do you know one time I told this guy, and now in hindsight, maybe I was wrong, but at the time it seemed like a really good idea. He was really hot that day, and there wasn't a whole lot of wind, and he was just like, it was so hot. I wish the wind would blow. And I was like, well, you can always make the wind blow. And he looked at me like I was kind of crazy. He was like, well, if you run in circles really fast, don't you make your own wind? And he was like, yeah, I guess you do. And so then we started running in circles, and then he passed out.
That would be from exhaustion. But that's what we mean when we talk about someone's heart being in the right place. Attempting to assist, maybe not succeeding, but points for trying.
He got really mad at me when he woke up.
I would not have been around.
Well, he passed out. I wasn't just going to leave him laying in the street by himself so somebody could randomly come along and molest him.
That almost never happens.
But it does happen.
Yeah, it does happen. Happen, singular. Anyway. You know, Nualia started the fire at the church that killed JD's parents, right?
No, I didn't know that.
She did. In trying to escape, his parents ran in and were casualties of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he still wants to put her on a fair trial and give her a chance.
He only wants to put her on a fair trial because he made up all this story about how I was wrong, and now if he goes and does what I was going to do, then he'll be wrong too.
No, that's not it.
Oh, God, you're a bitch.
He wears...
What did you say,
Can't
Nick?
tell. Bad words to the paladin, Nick. Shut up.
You can't hear me. I'm not there. I'm whispering. I'm out of character.
What did you say?
I said, oh my God, she's a bitch.
The fuck was I gonna say? God damn it. JD is,
He wears something.
Legitimately his reasoning, though.
trash,
To be honest.
No,
but wears
that's
his heart on his sleeve.
not his reasoning.
He's not a good liar.
I never lie.
He tries, he's just bad at it.
I've never lied to a single one of you.
What do you count as a lie, Zamithi?
What do you mean?
Well, if I tell you something that's not true, that's a lie.
Yeah.
What if I withhold information? Only tell you half the truth?
Well, it's not exactly a lie. Because, I mean, downstairs I was talking to a Mako, but there was these two guys in the bar, and I wasn't going to be like, hey, we brought the evil cleric back into town.
That was a good call.
So I kind of said, we brought the lady who was doing the things, and they're taking her to do the stuff, and then the Mako
Good
looked
save.
at me like I was crazy.
Good save. Well, I've been telling you a half-truth for a while, but I will tell you I was in a similar situation to Nualia about, was it 15 years ago now? 20? God, it's hard to remember.
It's because you're old. You
'Cause
have a
I'm
lot
old.
of stuff happen. You don't remember everything. Except me. I have the excellent memory still.
You're young, relatively speaking.
On something.
Well, I'll tell you that someone wronged me, and I killed the bastard. And I did my goddamn best to kill everyone he knew. Everyone he talked to. Everyone he'd associated with.
Why?
I was angry.
Why?
It took something from me that can never be given back.
What?
My son.
You had a son?
Yeah.
What was he like?
He's a good kid. Funny. Charming. He's a big hit with ladies. Smart. Smart as a whip. Picked up on stuff faster than I did some days.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Good kid. When he was taken, I wanted to take everything from the person who took him from me. God damn, I tried. Only reason I'm here now is because I failed.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Do you think that killing that guy and everybody that he knew was what your son would have wanted?
No. No. It wasn't.
Hey, it's okay. I'm not trying to be mean, okay?
I know.
But
I could have.
You
I'm
could
trying
have.
to help you know I could have gone down a very, very different path.
You
And
could
I was
have.
very close to the edge, and the only thing that stopped me was I failed. I tried. Nualia tried and succeeded. Almost. And we stopped her. And we're the reason she failed. And because of us,
But
she didn't get a chance like I did.
But why would you try? That's what I don't understand. Because, I mean, I get it. People do bad things. Sometimes people leave you and you don't know why or other stuff. But, like,
Because
you don't have to get mad at them.
Because the world isn't fair. When something's taken from you, And you claw, scratch, and cry and try to hold on to it, but there's nothing you can do to keep it between your fingers.
This one time, one of my friends took my marbles, but I didn't go and try and stab him for it. I just sort of sat there and I was like, hey, you want to get my marbles back? And he was like, not right now, I'm playing with them, but I'll give you back when I'm done. And I was like, oh, that seems fair. We can share.
He took your marbles.
Well, I've never had a son, so I can't really compare to that.
No, but it's not just that. Me and Nualia lost our lives. She lost her freedom, I lost my future.
You could have another son.
I don't want one.
Why not?
I had a son.
I have a brilliant idea. Are you ready for this?
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Please, no. Not like
Oh.
this.
Christ.
Not like this.
That was in character, Cross. Oh, God.
No,
The
not
entire
like
party
that.
simultaneously just has a bad moment. Oh, Christ. And
No,
no one
no,
knows
it's
why.
I sense a disturbance of the force.
I have another idea. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's a good one, I promise. And it's not creepy and weird. God, you're weird. Why would you go that way? I assumed you guys were thinking about Zamifi/Cross
Yes.
pornos.
I have another idea.
I mean, I was trying not to, but I am now. Thanks a lot. Go fuck yourself.
What were you talking about?
There's a great line from House where there's a girl in who's sick and her mother's a midget. And House hits on her by saying, you want to go for a spin?
I remember that.
Oh, God.
I've been rewatching House. Haven't quite gotten there yet.
Oh,
I don't remember that at all.
if I remember right, she was almost up for it.
She was.
But something
That was-
happened.
That was the best episode. That and the magician dude.
I'm going to be honest. If Alice walked up to me and said, you want to go for a spin, I'd jump right on that.
Dude, me too.
It is you, Lori.
It is you,
And
Lori.
anyways, Zamifi was being uncomfortable. And was getting
Creepy
uncomfortable.
paladin is creepy.
He was like, see, I have a really good idea. And, okay, so here it is. I can be your son. Well, not your son, but, you know, because all I've got now is Elion. So, and then you can try again. Since, you know, I get on your nerves and you feel like you have to be responsible for me, and all that stuff, we're already halfway there.
You've got that in common. I appreciate the thought. I do. And regardless, I'm going to do my best to look out for you.
I mean, it's just an idea. I don't think you should be sad. Like, you seem like a pretty okay person, even though you're kind of mean and you've done some bad things. Your bad things weren't as bad as her bad things.
They could have been.
They could have been, but they weren't.
And neither were hers. Because we stopped her.
But you were just going after that guy and his friends. She decided to go after that guy and the entire city.
We could have gone after the whole city. Riddleport's a lot bigger than Sandpoint, though. I would have needed a lot of goblins. And I didn't have any dark gods to drop my worship over to. No one called to me when I was alone in the darkness. It's fucking empty blackness. That's all I'm saying, and I'm sorry I've been half lying to you. I want you there, regardless of what side you're going to push for.
I mean, it just really, like, in general, I don't know that you guys really welcome my opinions. Because I know they're really different from yours. And so, like, it feel like when I argue with you, nobody understands or hears or listens because everybody else is on a different, like, brain space.
It could be true. It's also something to the effect of, well, can I be honest again? Because there's no way to put this gently. And he's waiting for her to respond.
She's just kind of looking at him, waiting.
Arguing with you is like trying to break down a brick wall with your head. It's ultimately futile and ends with a lot of headaches.
That's because I know what I know, and when I know what I know, I gotta share what I know, yo.
That's what everyone else is doing, but you are very unwilling, it seems, from a certain perspective, to let us share what we know.
When it's like, I'm also the only one with my perspective, and if I don't stand up for my perspective, then nobody will. And obviously I'm outvoted here, so I am like voted off the island and have to go away and sit in a dark room by myself until some guy comes out and is like, hey, now you have to judge these people who voted you off and were mean to you or something.
I don't know what books you've been reading. Have you been reading?
Maybe? I don't know. I think I saw like a game like that once back where I'm from.
I find gnomish culture strange. But just because people disagree doesn't mean they can't get along. My wife and I fought all the time. Oh, God.
Where'd she go?
Same place as my son.
At the same time?
A little earlier.
Did the guy take her too?
He
Why'd you let him do that?
was weak.
Maybe you should be strong like gnomes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Insensitive Paladin of the Year.
That's what I'm working towards, Amifi.
She's not trying to be insensitive, really.
She's trying to help. She doesn't know any other way how.
She's trying to help. She's just failing miserably.
Amifi, you know what I mean when I say they're gone, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure we're on the same page, sir.
He murdered them like we murdered the goblins and didn't give them a second chance to do what he wanted them to do.
Oh my God.
No, it's not the same. Goblins tried to kill us first.
Not all of them.
Enough.
I know. We'll find you a pretty lady, and then you can have another son, and it'll be okay. I'll look out for you. I will interview every woman in Sandpoint just for you.
Oh my God, insensitive.
Hey, maybe a Mako.
She's way too
Gonna go ahead and tell you right now, Cross. JD
Way
would burn
too
you
young.
alive.
Or we can ask a nice maid lady. I have good contact relations with everyone in town. They all really like me. I'll find someone good for you, I promise.
I think I would prefer
The
you
maid
not
lady
playing
is a
matchmaker.
halfling.
The baby does not discriminate based on size or gender.
I think I would prefer you not playing matchmaker.
Don't worry, I'll find a really good one, I promise.
Oh, God. You really don't have to.
Brought this on yourself.
Trust me, you really don't have to.
But it'll make you happy again. She looks
gotta
at you
figure-
with like the most innocent, like this is genuinely her goal in life right now.
Crosses looks back at you with heavy eyes, but a small smile on his face. I'm trying to figure out that one for myself right now. Till I find that answer for myself, nothing you do is going to be able to help. It's like
You
you
never
said.
know. Maybe you just haven't met the right person.
It's like you said with Nualia, though, Samifi. We can do all we want, but change. He's gonna thump his chest. It's got to start from in here.
After you failed, did you say you wanted to change?
After I failed, I walked. And I walked, and I walked, and I walked, and I walked,
Did you
and I drank. I don't think I've ever regretted killing him.
No, but after you failed your other mission, did you regret trying to do that?
You know, I really don't know.
Because, see, this is what bothers me. It's not that she thought about doing it and got stopped. It's that she can't say that she wants to be better. And, like, I understand that saying I want to be better probably doesn't mean much, but the fact that she can't say it probably means that she doesn't.
I kind of look at it as a good thing. If she was saying she wanted to be better, I wouldn't trust her at all. Less than I trust her now. Because it'd be a lie. She'd be telling us what she wanted us to, what we wanted to hear. And it'd be bullshit. At least this way I know she's telling the truth.
But if she doesn't want to be better, then why are we trying to save her?
People change. Cross shrugs.
You said you want to be better. You said you were actively trying to be better. She won't even say that much.
Took me a couple of years. Couple years and a lot of alcohol. Maybe given time she will. Maybe she won't.
There's a pretty lady in the place, the horrible hagfish. Maybe we could ask her.
The what? I think that's an oxymoron.
Oh, they have this really fun challenge. You should come with me. Let's go do it. She's going to grab him by the hand and start dragging him in that direction.
We need to bring in the stuff, Samifi.
I thought we did that already.
I was assuming we came up like halfway through and stopped talking because there are crates of shit.
Okay. All right. We'll grab the stuff, and then I'll take you to the horrible hagfish, and you can taste the craziest drink I've ever tasted in my entire life.
I don't have a strong constitution, Samifi.
Don't worry. If I
right
can
here.
handle it, you can handle it.
I'm worrying.
Number 33.
I'm extremely worried. Okay, I'll make you a deal. If I come to taste the crazy hag fish, will you come be a part of the trial? If you want to speak, you can. You don't have to if you don't want to. But like you said, you're the only voice, so you should speak up. Do you? It seems like a fair trade to me. I don't know what the hell's in that stuff. At least you know what you're getting into. Oh, hold on. Pulls the flask up, unscrews the top, takes a big swig. That'll be better. See if I can burn my taste buds off first.
That's cheating, she says, reaching for the flask and like trying to swipe it from him.
He's already put it back on his thing. Oh, don't worry, it'll wear off. So.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, but you're buying.
And Cross is going to reach over and pull a single platinum piece from the pile of shit that we got. Deal.
We're legitimately spending half platinum on Hagfish Brew. Oh yeah.
That's the only one. That's the only currency with a pile. Everything else is like there's one or two. That's the only one I can reach into a sack and reasonably pull out. We'll get change. It'll be good. And then we're off to Hagfish Brew while the others introduce Nualia.
Oh, that's a lot of platinum pieces, yeah. Huh? Did you convert these into platinum?
To
Nope.
make it easier for math, I
Oh, did
might
you?
have. Let me open up. Yeah, I converted to make math easier.
Ah, I see.
Well, in that case, a couple gold.
Yeah, no, we've got
Two.
hell, we've got like 2,000 worth of silver.
You've got like 60,000 coppers. I don't know. I'm not going back through it.
Honestly, you've got whatever amount you need in whichever
Denomination
way
I
you
desire.
want it.
You can have
I
a lecture if
simply
you want.
converted it for that doesn't exist in this world. I will burn the world to the ground. Shut up. I just converted it to make math easier. That's all.
Essentially, what it boils down to is Leafy says you're buying, and Cross pulls a handful of money out of the shared party loot and says, deal. And then I need to go to the bathroom desperately.
All right, which is a good place to cut to you people.
Be right back.
You racist.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? Tropic Thunder's a good movie.
Indeed.
Okay, so you lot come up to the Devon Manor right as Sheriff Baylor and Mayor Devon walk out the door, following Kenny.
Ah,
Who stops upon seeing you. Oh, I thought we were going. Oh, what?
It's okay, Kenny. This
We've
is
got-
urgent. We got this.
I don't. Okay. He turns around, gives a half-hearted salute to Sheriff Baylor, just sort of wanders off confused. I don't understand.
At least you got your health, Kenny. You're still alive.
I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, obviously, yes, I'm alive, but I don't know why you need to draw attention to it.
Because it's a wonderful day when you wake up alive.
You can't wake up if you're not alive unless you're an undead, and that's a whole other... I'm just going.
Bye! Oh, I love fucking with Kenny. He's fun.
I feel like I should roll for his existential crisis.
Did I just break an NPC?
Possibly.
Is it morning or afternoon right now?
I'd say it'd be around mid-afternoon by the time you guys got back. Actually, no. Did you guys rest before leaving? Or did you guys just straight go after you finished everything?
I think we ended up
Straight go.
Okay, then yeah, mid to late afternoon.
Okay. Good afternoon to the both of you.
Good afternoon. Discussing reinforcements from Magmar with the mayor. They'll be mobilizing within a couple of days.
JD's gonna pull the plans back out of his bag and offer them to Sheriff.
Those should come in handy as far as the planning is concerned.
And any raid that does happen will happen without its leadership. We wrap that up pretty cleanly.
Oh, this will be... You can head them off right now, actually.
Even better.
Well, there's this big gap along the side. Was there something else?
Yes. Is there any chance that we could take this back inside?
Looks at the mayor, who gives sort of a confused shrug. I suppose.
Thank
Who
you.
are they? Points to the cloaked one and dude with helmet.
Oh god, did he roll that thing all the way here?
How about this? If he started to, I would have told him to bring it over towards the Rusty Dragon and to keep an eye on it.
I thought we were gonna drop it off the Rusty Dragon since we had to go by there to get here. I'd feel so bad if he rolled it all the way here.
Uphill. In the snow.
Both ways.
Ways.
Yeah, if he saw stuff being offloaded at the Rusty Dragon, he would just prop it up outside the door. Because really, how many people are going to run off with that?
So would he have come with us then? After that?
Well, that's a good question, actually.
I mean, the Rusty Dragon does serve the finest alcohol in the entire city.
Technically, his business with you is concluded, so yeah, he'd just be in the inn.
Okay. Fantastic.
So it's just you and New Alia then.
In that case, when they ask about the cloaked figure, I will say, this one is actually the reason we came to look for you. Need to talk about her. Something I would rather not do out in the open.
They're both going to look at you with an air of confusion.
JD's going to sigh and not really grab, but just kind of like place his hand on Nualia's shoulder and kind of just march past them to go inside. They're taking too long.
Well, once he barges past, I'm going to motion. I'm going to give the after you motion to the two of them.
And they walk inside.
And I close the door behind us.
All right. And you walk into the meeting room.
All right.
Parlor, I suppose.
Okay. Going to turn to the cloaked figure. Would you like the honors of the grand reveal?
Oh, I suppose so. At this point, pair of manacled hands are going to come out of the cloak. One, distinctly not human looking, which definitely draws the eye.
Hmm.
Of course.
In fact, for a moment, you see Sheriff Baylor instinctively going for his weapon.
And JD will take a sort of half step to situate himself between them. Not like standing in front of her, but his shoulder in front of her, like his right in front of her left, kind of a thing.
And the hood's gonna come down, and you're gonna see a moment of dawning realization start to creep over both their faces.
Hmm.
Like that moment of recognition that
course.
you're supposed. Actually, wait, did you tell them about Suto's journal?
Nope.
Right. All right then. Yeah, they've got a very "you're supposed to be dead right now" vibe to them.
I don't blame them.
She's just gonna sit there smiling. Did you miss me?
Well, since we're all already familiar with each other, I suppose we can get right to the matter at hand. Nualia here was the one responsible for gathering together the goblin tribes and planning the attacks on Sandpoint. The initial raid was led to, as a distraction so that they could steal her father's body and sacrifice it in a ritual which gave her that.
She's gonna wave with the claw.
We took her alive, and we're here now to talk about what to do with her.
Well, I can honestly say this is just about the last thing I was expecting today, yes. Right? No, yes, actually the last thing I was expecting today.
But you
Can't
were
say I blame
expecting
you.
it.
I suppose. So what was it you brought her back here for? Exactly.
A fair trial. Heavy emphasis on the word fair.
which is clearly noted by the both of them. The mayor speaks up. I don't follow. Like, I understand what you're saying. Not terribly sure about the emphasis.
I'm saying a lot of this town created her. You're the reason she's like this.
JD,
I beg your
they don't
pardon.
know about the fire.
I would have gotten there.
Okay. Continue then.
I think it best Nualia tell her side of the story, though. We don't need to speak for her unless she specifically wants us to.
I'm going to look at Nualia.
At this point, Nualia's gonna lean back in her chair a little bit. I'm presuming you've all sat down.
Sure.
And begins to tell her story in much the same way she told it to you. She's obviously, some parts are going to be left out, the non-Sandpoint related parts.
What about her admission,
Okay.
or admission rather, of burning the church?
Oh, she's readily going to admit to that.
Okay. That's actually a crucial detail.
And I'd like for you both to make a perception or a sense motive.
I'm gonna go with perception because I'm significantly
Perception
better at that.
or?
Either or would work for this one, I think.
Roll me a perception check with a plus 11 then.
Alright.
That should have been a 17 for me, not a 16. I need to update my macro apparently.
Alright. So let's see. Plus 11, not 110.
I see everything. Forever.
JD, you're not really looking at her right now. You're kind of in your own head right now.
I'm kind of focused on the other two. Make sure they're not about to try and kill her.
Ileana,
What did I get?
you got a 23.
Beat
And
my 17 out of the water.
You see the corner of her mouth twitch just the slightest bit, and you realize she's actively fighting a smile when she recounts how she burned down the church.
Bitch.
I gave that to you because you got so high.
Okay.
Hey, you guys are trying to reform her, but she's still evil now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slow process, I know.
And that was really cathartic. Let's be honest.
Hmm.
I mean, I get it. It was honestly more for JD's sake, but I hope she had gotten something out of it at least. Unless you just met just now. I was referring to JD's heart-to-heart earlier with her. But the whole... Anyways, I'm going to shut up and stop interrupting now.
Silent flinch.
Suck it, Rowan. Suck it.
And after she finishes story, she's gonna just sit there.
Okay.
JD will look expectantly at the other two. At the mayor and sheriff. Not Nualia and Ileana.
I see. Well,
Hence the reason for the emphasis.
that's a very colorful story. The mayor is looking quite uncomfortable right now.
Can you honestly say you never put her in a position like that? And he looks to the sheriff, indicating that he's asking them both that question.
The sheriff isn't going to look at anyone for a moment, and then he's going to look back at you specifically, JD.
JD's normal cocky grin is once again replaced by an actual serious look. Probably the first time the sheriff's ever seen it.
Yeah, that's new for him. He didn't know your muscles could move in that direction.
Neither did JD. Yay,
I imagine it
growing
hurts a
up.
little.
Just a little.
I understand what you're saying, but that doesn't change the fact that she tried to have a town destroyed.
Which is why we brought her here for a fair trial. However, those that helped turn her into who she is today cannot be fair and unbiased in any trial. People like me who never did anything to her. Some of us, I'll admit,
Well, if her
might
story
be
is
young.
to be believed, then that criteria falls under at least 90% of Sandpoint Township. Nualia's gonna give sort of a that sounds right half nod.
I realize that. But people who did this to her are not going to be fair. Humans aren't fair, we're biased. Those of us who didn't do this to her, those of us who aren't the reason she became like this, or at least aren't part of the reason, are the only ones who have a chance for giving her a fair trial.
Oh, that's
I'm
not
not
really
saying
your
what she did.
decision, JD.
It's the right of every person. That's what you guys have always tried to teach me.
I think what they mean is it's not your decision, it's not my decision, it's not any of our decisions as to who specifically gets to sit in judgment. Which is why I feel the smartest choice would be when the reinforcements from Magnamar arrive, we send a group of them back with her in tow and have her tried at Magnamar, away from the people who are responsible for what she's become, and where she can have an unbiased and fair trial. I'm going to look at JD when I say that.
And you know that Magnamar is not the most fantastic place to be. Giving you a look that says a whole lot more, but I'm trying not to say so in front of the other two.
Neither is Sandpoint. Neither is Riddleport. Neither are a lot of cities. But you make do with what you got. And Magnamar is the closest, biggest, and likely fairest chance she's going to get.
It also has the possibility for corrupted agents to be involved in various
I worked
peacekeeping
for
positions.
Ameko's dad. I understand the whole issue with potential corruption, but if you're scared that everybody or anybody could be corrupted, then it defeats the entire purpose of having this system in the first place.
I'm not scared of it. I simply know she has, or at least had, a group of friends there who I'm sure would be more than willing to break her out of prison, if that's the way things go.
I feel like there are parts of the story we've missed here.
There was a brief mention in her journal about a group known as the Skin Saw Cult that was supposedly based in Magnum that she had had dealings with in the past.
I beg your pardon, the what?
The Skin Saw Cult. Don't know what it is. Don't know who they are. Just... apparently, she's been in contact with them before.
I don't... Well, I honestly don't know. Religious groups honestly tend to be a copper a dozen, particularly of that sort. I've never heard of this Skin Saw Cult, and quite frankly, I'm not terribly worried about such people. Yes, it seems like a group that would stick to the shadows. I can't imagine. I feel like there's only so much such a group could do. Regardless, thank you for bringing her to us. I think it is now down for us to decide how we move forward from here.
Well, if our current positions as honorary deputies mean anything, I would strongly recommend my previous recommended course of action. But yes, you're right. You have final say.
I feel it should be made note, then, that I swore to her she would get a fair trial, and I will use my life to make sure that happens if necessary. JD's gonna stand up, brush himself off, and head to the door.
Before I leave, I'm going to ask, will I be taking her back to the garrison, or should I accompany you, or...
No. No. In fact, I was going to head back there myself after our meeting had concluded. Oh, and JD.
He would have not gone out the door, so he would still be there. He's not gonna walk out without Ileana. But he'll look over.
I understand this is something of a touchy subject for you, but it wouldn't do to let your emotions run away with you in such a situation. Taken the wrong way, someone might construe what you just said as a threat.
Then you'd be right.
At this point, he's going to stand up. I deputized you and your friends because I was under the impression
that we would uphold the law and do what is right and good and proper.
That you would keep the town safe.
Did I not just hand you battle plans? Did we not kill the entire goblin leadership and bring you the planner for a fair trial? Have we not done exactly what you expected of us?
You've done more than I expected. In both directions. JD, I'm going to tell you this once. Don't make this into a battle.
Then ensure she gets a fair trial. Anyone would deserve as much, would they not?
I think maybe the time has come for you to go have yourself some rest. It's been a very long couple of days for you, I'm sure.
I'm inclined to agree. And I'm going to make my way towards the door.
After Ileana opens, before either one of us step out said door, JD will look directly at Nualia. I'll stop by to check on you in the morning.
Thanks, that makes me feel so secure, hero.
Cocky grin. Because she's being a sarcastic asshole, but, you know, whatever. And then he'll follow out the door.
All right.
I'm going to say right now, Scott, it's a very good thing for JD that we decided to wait for you.
I might have just almost gotten someone killed. Had you not
You
been
indirectly threatened the sheriff and then immediately copped to it.
there. It wasn't indirect. That was a pretty direct threat.
He was giving you the benefit of the doubt, and you said nope.
I was being honest.
Oh.
All he had to do was say she'll get a fair trial. All he had to do.
If not for the threats, he most likely would have.
The threats didn't happen until after he was cryptic about whether or not she would get a fair trial. I don't know. JD, maybe this will be good for Nualia at least, because JD swore that he would make sure she got a fair trial with his life. And he just showed that he wasn't bullshitting by, that.
Calling out the sheriff.
Maybe it'll help.
In the mayor's house.
While dangerously low on spells.
And health. And
No,
ability
I'm
scores.
actually quite good on health. I'm only short like 3 or 4 hit points. I mean, I'm low on health compared to like a 5th level fighter, but...
Wow, so that happened.
That was a very charged moment.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of emotionally charged moments in this game.
This game does sort of run the gamut.
In character, as we make our way away from the mayor's house.
You know what the weird part is? I haven't even gotten to the actually dark zone yet.
Hmm.
Our character just made it that way. Go ahead, though.
That was
Ileana.
a very dumb move.
I swore to Ileana. Scratch that. I swore
You swore
to...
nothing to me.
Shut up, Scott. Slip of the tongue. I swore to Nualia that I would ensure she got a fair trial no matter the cost. I stand by my word. I told
her that I would support her and that I would try my damnedest to make sure that when we brought her back, it would be worth it. But going about threatening our allies isn't how we're going to do that. If we make enemies of the people in power, then we lose the ability to influence these things.
Or, if we can use our passion for the truth and for the right thing to happen to show them our dedication, it will open their eyes from preformed opinion and prejudices. They already want to kill her. They've made up their minds. Even I can see that.
I'm going to look you in the eyes. I have a question for you.
Jeez.
do you honestly believe that making an enemy of the people who are, in the end, responsible for the final decision is a good idea? If we want them to listen to us, we need to make sure that they don't hate us or that we don't piss them off.
Well, if they make me an enemy, it's because they chose not to give her the chance that everyone deserves. The choice
If
is
you
theirs.
show them that you're interested in being an enemy, they're more likely to take you up on that offer.
Well, then that would simply show the type of people they are.
Belor Hemlock is a wonderful, dedicated man. He knows a fair amount about Sandpoint. He supports the city, and he fights for the city. He is not a bad person.
He fights for the
That
city.
doesn't mean
That doesn't mean he's going to fight for an individual's right to fairness. Especially if said individual plotted to destroy said city.
what I'm saying is that he is not a bad person. Therefore, his opinions in this, his beliefs, he is not in question. The question is the relationship between you and him. If you go out of your way to make that relationship rough, you increase the chances that he won't listen to you at a crucial time. And the next couple of days and the trial could very well be crucial times. It doesn't matter whether or not you agree with everything that he's saying, but you can't go around threatening people if you need those people's help. I mean, I'm good at the whole intimidation thing, and I understand when it's useful, but these are people that we've been around for years and who we've maybe at times annoyed, but who for the most part have been kind to us. Can you at least acknowledge that?
Yes, sure, they've been kind people. I swore she'd have a fair trial.
Then don't they deserve the benefit of a doubt? If we're giving Nualia the benefit of the doubt, I think that people who we've known for years deserve it as well. Threats aren't necessary here.
We'll see what they choose to do then.
We will.
Okay, before
Mental note.
Yep.
Mental note. Invent magical item that will allow me to record the ongoings of private personal meetings such as this.
invent the tape recorder. Got it.
Yep.
Okay, before we cut
Enchanted
to
quill, I suppose.
before we cut back to Cross and Zamafi, I just want to point out how massive the bombshell you dropped on the sheriff and the mayor just now.
Mm-hmm. It's information they needed to know. Well, I suppose technically not. It's information we could have kept to ourselves, but given the approach that we were trying to take, it was information they needed to know.
Now, which bombshell? Because if we drop like 3 or 4 pieces of information there.
I think
Yes.
Jeff rolled them all up into one. Nualia is alive. Nualia was responsible for all of this. Nualia is part demon.
You guys were responsible for Nualia.
Well, not necessarily them specifically, but...
Well, them as in the town as a whole. And then, of course, that other gang that they think is worthless, but is probably going to be super important later on. That's usually how that goes.
It's a minor religious cult. Inevitably, it'll show up in some fashion, but that doesn't mean that they're actually a serious threat.
But if you ignore a tiny threat and think it's not a serious threat, that's usually when it becomes a serious threat.
Now, say you were the sheriff, and you heard that a criminal that you had just locked up had help from some religious group in another town with a super edgy name like the Skin Saw Cult. What would you think?
To add a couple extra guards and do some research, just to be on the safe side.
Well, if I personally was in his position, not Ileana, I would immediately perform some research, and I would do more than double down the guards. I would send a missive to Magnamar explaining the situation about them, and, making sure that they got exterminated, because I'm genre savvy. You don't name drop like that unless it turns up later.
Exactly. I mean, what he said. If this is a me, not JD. JD would keep her here. Well, actually, he would kind of do the same. That's what he was warning about, trying not to name drop before, actually. So, yeah, never mind. I mean, two big red flags. She wanted to go there, and then in her journal page that JD read, she referenced having a group of friends there that helped her do bad stuff, like, killing her boyfriend. It's probably not a good idea to send her there. This is a bad plan. Anyways.
I honestly think it's a lot better than, putting together a mock jury of people who don't even know who Nualia is to decide whether or not Nualia should live or die.
I think that's exactly what they're going to do in Magnamar. They're going to get a jury who doesn't know anything about her.
Oh, by the way, did you guys say something
Did
you guys say something about her journal, by the way, when you were in there?
I briefly mentioned the fact that she had a journal, yes.
Yeah, the sheriff would have asked for that.
Cross is the one carrying it, so I would have told him to talk to Cross.
I am not.
You are not.
She has it.
In that case.
Well, perfect.
Yeah, no, that got passed back to her.
Right.
Except for one page.
Well, right, except for the page admitting the burning of the church, which JD burned in a poetic justice sort of scenario.
The blind rage.
I mean, yes, but it was poetic, sort of. Or ironic. I'm not sure which.
On CSI, they call that tampering with the evidence.
Hey, she admitted to it. We're fine. Besides, we've got her on so many other charges. We don't need her on first degree manslaughter,
arson.
And, 2 counts first degree manslaughter, 1 count arson, 1 count premeditated murder. We've got her on, treason. That's better.
Well, I'm making my way back to the Rusty Dragon, unless JD asks me to go somewhere else with him first.
Oh, so tempted to insert a couple of cheesy one-liners there. Yeah, no, he'll go with you to the Rusty Dragon.
All right.
Cheesy one-liners in character or out of character?
I'm not sure which.
Because if they were in character, I would like to point out that I'm just walking towards the Rusty Dragon, unless JD specifically says he wants to go somewhere else first.
No, he doesn't. We can do shopping and selling and stuff after we all regroup.
We can do that tomorrow.
Or tomorrow, yes.
Yeah. After all, it is evening.
It's getting there.
I will take the goblin battle plans out of my inventory, since we have given those to the sheriff. Remove.
I feel like most of you are going to have an eligible cohort within the next book or two. There's Nualia, now there's the goblin.
Oh, I totally want to take leadership and go pick up that goblin.
Probably Auric. Maybe. I don't know.
Unless somebody else goes out of their way to try to keep Auric around, I'm basically going to be dismissing him in either the next couple hours or by tomorrow. And he can go do whatever the heck he wants. Although the person most likely to have a leadership-esque bond with him would be Cross.
Which, is also the perfect one to have him as their leadership
Yeah, he needs a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And I need a mini-me. I'll teach this goblin to be a sorcerer.
Doesn't work like that.
You could totally...
Reject my
You
blood.
could totally become an alchemist.
Literally not how that works.
How about an alchemist? Goblins like explosives. They like
do.
fire.
And that would fit so well. I've been wanting to build an alchemist for a while anyways.
I don't want to give a goblin bombs per day. That's a terrible idea.
I do if he's JD's...
If that goblin is an ally.
Yeah, if he's JD's cohort.
Oh, you're gonna make Mog merch. This is Mog merch's origin story.
I have been talking about for a while now taking leadership and trying to figure out what I would do with JD's ally. JD's little thing. Because he needs someone since he's turning into a Naruto-esque character. He needs his Konohamaru.
Someone to hide in a cardboard box with holes in it.
Yes.
You have that already.
Oh god.
Speaking
just
of
don't
which,
know we have
Zamifi
that.
and JD, or Zamifi and Cross rather.
Yeah.
JD learned Dimension Door today.
Not yet! 2 more levels!
Zamifi and Cross, as you pass by the docks on your way to the Hagfish, you see crates being unloaded. One of the crates looks to be made out of some kind of paper.
That's weird.
Why is it a paper crate?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
You should ask them.
Does it
Go,
blink?
go.
Please tell me it blinks.
Samifi,
Hmm.
I don't care. You should ask them, because
Okay.
I don't care.
Drags him along with her.
Son of a bitch.
You turn around to ask about the paper crate, and it's disappeared.
Where did it go?
Dun 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 dun.
Where's the
Dun,
guy
dun,
who?
dun.
Where's the guy who's unloading it?
He's still unloading crates.
Hey guy, Mister. Hey, Mister. Hi, I'm Zamifi Dunderflute, Monster Hunter Extraordinaire, and I was just wondering. Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you, sir. You're very lovely.
And she's distracted. Good!
I was just wondering what was in the paper crate and why was it made of paper?
He's gonna look around. What paper crate?
The one that you just unloaded.
He's gonna look over at the crates he's unloading. No, these ones are made of wood. They both come from trees, so I can see how you'd be confused. It got me a couple of times too, but no.
No. It was there just a moment ago and then it disappeared. And I need to know.
Someone's drunk early.
Maybe it's you, because you literally just took that crate off of the boat, sir.
Yeah, it's probably me.
Yeah.
So I'm the sir.
He's a sailor.
Could you direct me to someone who is perhaps not drunk and would know the nature of the paper crate?
Well, we're outside the hagfish, so I don't know about not drunk.
I'm gonna go do the challenge again. It's gonna be so much fun. Let's go. Drags Rowan.
Yeah, hagfish challenge, Joe.
Kill me.
He's
Hey,
gonna
Mark.
try it too. You should come watch. It'll be fun.
All right. He's gonna walk away from the ship just as another crate is being tossed in his direction, and it crashes into the dock.
Someone's fired. You're gonna kill all that dumb son of a bitch.
Oops.
Save
More
the
like-
pickles.
More like someone didn't make you roll diplomacy because you have too high a modifier.
Oops.
Save the pickles.
Don't worry, I have extra.
Much obliged. Are you loading extra pickles into the cracked crate?
Yes.
Tainted pickles.
Pocket pickles.
Who knows what else has been in that pocket? Most likely some blood has managed to get in there at some point. She's smashed a lot of goblins.
They are delicious pickles.
All right. After the pickles have been
Blood
restocked and overstocked.
No, not overstocked. Those are my pickles.
She's just adding to the, the stuff that fell into the ocean.
And I will be scooping some stuff out of the ocean and adding it to my collection, just so we're even.
Wow.
Well, I mean, they were in brine before. They're pickles, so
Yeah, it's probably okay.
it's effectively the same thing.
So now she has oceanic pocket pickles.
Yeah, with sea salt.
Oh.
Yep.
Healthier, you know.
Made with real sea salt.
Mm-hmm.
Guess it's better than whatever the fuck she had before.
No, I've got some of both. And I want to shake up the jar and mix them around so it'll be a surprise every time.
Oh, dear
That's
Christ.
literally not how that works.
The gnome paladin, everybody.
Shake up the
It
jar,
might
mix
be.
them around, and they're all one pickle flavor now. Congratulations.
They've all coalesced into a single mighty pickle.
It's the best pickle ever.
They're all one pickle flavor.
I'm gonna eat one of the salty sea pickles and see if I like those better than the salty goblin pickles.
You can't tell because you shake them up in the same jar.
No, I'm gonna pop another one out of the ocean.
A real pickle, haven't we?
This is a new flavor. You haven't had ocean pickle before.
Ocean pickle's pretty good, hey?
Yeah, it is. He fishes out another pickle from the ocean.
Zamif, don't make me wait to do the thing I don't want to do.
Oh,
I'm
right.
surprised you
Okay,
didn't
let's
just
go.
walk away. Why did you say something? You were
To get a
free.
deal.
She's gonna drag him inside, and she's gonna walk in, and she's gonna say, "Okay, put down 2 silver on the counter and tell him you want to take the challenge."
Hello there, lad.
2 silver down the counter, looking at him with deadpan eyes. I want to take the challenge.
Yeah, you do. All right. It's a
Me too.
Hello there, lads. How are you doing? I haven't seen you since the Swallowtail Festival.
2 more down
Yeah.
the counter for her, I guess.
It's
Oh,
1 silver each, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was making you pay for it already.
all right.
That was the agreement.
It's gonna walk you both over to a utterly filthy tank. I'm just gonna pull out 2 currently clean, ostensibly mugs. All right. She knows what she's doing, but I'll explain the rules to you. The challenge is simple. He's gonna lower the cups into the tank.
I assume it involves not throwing up.
Well, ideally, yes. It should be noted that the hagfish does not care for these cups being in this tank. He's gonna pull out 2 slimy-looking mugs. Now, what you gotta do is you gotta drink this here mug. And if you can get it down without spitting it out or throwing it up, he's gonna point to a very swollen sack of money next to the tank, hanging off the tank rather. You get the lot. And you get your name up there. He points up to a section of wall where people's names have been scratched in.
Including
The most recent of which is Zamifi Dunderflute, and he spelled the flute part with the E.
Hey, you spelled my name wrong.
Hey, what? What do
There's
you
no
mean?
E.
Oh, sorry. He's gonna take out a knife and he's gonna start going for the E in front of the R in Dunder.
No, at the end.
Oh, he's gonna scratch out the E. There we go.
You should make it stylish, like a star.
Ooh, I could do that. Gonna start.
Okay.
Oh, that's wrong. I got the wrong number of points. It's 7. Hang on. Scratch it out.
God, it's everywhere.
It's 4. That's a square. That's a square. I'll get it later.
Okay.
And he's gonna jam the knife into the wall. All right. And he's gonna pick up the other mug from the counter. There's actually a noticeable string of whatever was in the mug between the counter and the mug as he hands it to you, Cross. One for you. He's gonna lean over the counter. And one for you.
Yes.
And
Stuff is delicious.
And I need you both to make Constitution saving throws. Or
You mean
Fortitude.
Fort saves.
Yeah.
Fort saves.
You're thinking 5e right now.
Yes, I am.
Man, I
If
roll
only-
low.
If only I'd prepared resistance. I'd totally pop one of those on myself.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure I didn't roll low enough to throw up, if I remember correctly.
Oh, dear God.
You did, though.
Zamifi, you can't quite, you have to spit it back out into the mug. Cross, you managed to swallow it and immediately realize what a horrendous mistake you've made.
Cross pounds that back like a fucking champion. Dude's been drinking for long enough to know that you don't want shit to touch that tongue if you're going to get it down.
It's
God
once you've
knows
done
he
that
sees
that you
taste.
realize.
And as soon as it hits past his esophagus, he realizes that his body does not want to take this substance inside him.
It's around this point that you realize your regular drinking strategy for terrible alcohol was a mistake. Such a mistake. You can feel it coming. You can hear that burble in your throat. And you can also hear rapid fire footsteps from behind the counter as from out of the door bursts a lanky looking kid with a bucket in hand, dives in front of you right as you're throwing up, catches it in the bucket.
It's okay, she says, patting him on the back. I threw up my first time, too. And maybe my second time. And also my third time.
Tastes like burning. Usually that means it's working.
Not today, chum.
Oh, God,
He
it
puts
tastes like
the-
sulfur.
He puts the coins back in the sulfur. That's new. Gonna look into the tank.
I wanna try and finish my thing. Can I finish my thing? I wanna try again.
That'll be another silver.
Okay.
The kid walks back into the back, and you can hear him disposing of the contents of the bucket.
We agreed to 1.
Don't worry, I got this one. She puts down 2 silver on the counter. 1 for him too, please.
All right.
It's fine. I only had breakfast today anyway.
Gonna refill the mugs.
That was a while ago.
There you go.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw. No,
Still
real
a fortitude.
fort saves. Why don't keep doing that? Fort saves. And so, Mifi, you remember how to do this now. You just pound it right back. Cross.
The scent of it.
It doesn't
Just
even get...
it touching my lips is enough to rear up the beast that dwells within.
That lanky kid from before power slides out with a fresh bucket.
Fucking John Woo dives. Doves appear.
Oh, pigeons. Actually, seagulls. It is the docks. He left the back door open.
Speaking of doves.
Back door open. Now there's seagulls in the house. And he's just right in there. You get the feeling he's had a lot of practice with this.
Oh no, he's very good. Very thankful.
But Ify, you just pound it back like nobody's business. And he looks at you. He claps. Hey. That wasn't nearly as unsettling as last time.
Oh, don't worry. We'll keep going until he wins too.
No, we will not.
Oh, you promised.
I promised to do it. I didn't promise to win.
Well, that's the only way to do it.
It wouldn't matter much anyway, love. And he takes the coin purse off the corner of the tank, slaps it down in front of you. There's a lot. Reaches down behind the coin purse, gets it, get behind the bar, gets an empty coin purse, hangs it on the tank. And you get, let me see, it's been a while. Let's say...
Guys, I'm going to have a fortune solely off of drinking this creepy shit. New goal for making money.
Disease.
And you get 21 silver.
Respectable.
Hey, Cross, I have an idea. Are you okay?
No.
Hey now, mate, can I interest you in something else to wash it out?
He wants water. And that he wants to talk to that pretty bartender lady over there.
I want neither of
You should
those.
bring her over. You should tell her to come over here. He's really interested in her.
Whiskey. Neat.
Did you say whiskey and meat?
Whiskey. Neat.
And the pretty bar lady.
Not the pretty bar lady.
I'll have it send it over to you.
Better
Oh,
second
sorry.
thought. Second thought.
I'm just gonna reach into his pouch and he's gonna pull out fucking 10 gold, knock it down the counter.
I'll take a bottle to go.
All right. You won't change for that.
Sure. Actually, there's 10 gold. Give me what that'll get me.
Mr. Cross, do you really think it's that necessary for you to have that much alcohol on your person? That could be very dangerous. I don't think it's such a good idea.
Thunk. There you go.
That's the shit.
I have an alternate solution. Are you ready for this?
I will let you have some if you stop talking.
No. Here's the alternate solution. Instead of buying
Is that
lots of
okay?
alcohol for you, we buy a lot of hagfish stuff for JD and keep forcing him to drink it.
It's a torture I would not force upon my worst enemy.
It's not torture. I told you it was delicious. You saw me drink it.
Behind you you guys, you notice another fellow coming up to try his hand at the Hagfish Challenge. You notice he's considerably drunker than you are.
I'm leaving before this goes everywhere.
I want to watch.
Within 5 seconds, the lanky kid is back out there with yet another bucket.
I'm out the door.
Actually, this one is a ceramic pot.
Oh God, it's gonna burn through the wood.
I stare on in horrid fascination.
Kid just slides out the door on his butt.
Is it 4 bottles, Jeff?
3
3. Okay.
big ones.
So,
Don't worry, mister. You can do it. I believe in you.
The guy looks over at you, gives a shaky thumbs up, and then
You want to do it together?
And then collapses and hits his head on the counter.
ooh, that's gonna hurt. Thankfully, I don't care. I'm on the way back to the Rusty Dragon.
The lanky kid comes out from the back, walking normally this time. Grabs him by the legs and drags him back into the back room.
You should come up with a new hagfish challenge, like who can drink the most the fastest.
I'll try that. I'm legally not allowed to do that anymore.
Oh God, someone died.
But I wanna have some more.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't win much if you did it, but all right.
I just think it's kind of tasty. I mean, at first it was kind of hard to get handle, but it's got a smooth aftertaste.
That's stomach acid.
Jargi looks very unsettled right now. Right. Here you go.
Thanks.
Roll it.
Them twos.
Not quite. Back in the cup.
I mean, I'm stubborn. There we go.
All right. You get it down. Jargi gives you the coin purse with 3 silver pieces in it, 2 of which were originally yours.
Yep. Good.
Each time you win, he just scratches your name in deeper and deeper.
Say why anyone would do this more than once.
I was really hoping people would walk back into that bar and just see Zamifi's name fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
He's going to have to at some point, because eventually he'll run out of that part to cut through before he starts cutting into his neighbor's wall.
Because I'm pretty sure Zamifi is going to do this all night until he comes around.
Wow. And you're a paladin, so you're immune to disease.
Yep.
Wow.
That's cruel and unusual punishment.
You're not at fear of the stomach virus. I, on the other hand, am just a man. The +1 con save.
Just a man whose circumstances went beyond his control.
So fucking out there. Oh, the rainbows are gone.
And I mean, honestly, the only time I throw up is when I nat one, so...
Yeah, the rainbows were gone because I had trouble finding stuff that was in there.
I worked really hard on those rainbows, don't hate.
It wasn't quite pride, but it was close.
All right, so
So basically, until he cuts me off, I will keep drinking, and then I will return to the inn.
well, you actually draw a bit of a crowd. In that the Hagfish Challenge does not typically have repeat offenders.
Yeah.
Well, not winners anyway. And what's really baffling most people is that you're not doing this for the money because you keep winning, and there's no money to win, and people don't understand it because it's all your money that you're just getting back.
Yeah.
And you're not dead.
It's for
Nope.
a drink.
Yeah, it's a free drink. I'm well hydrated.
About 5 minutes go by of this before Jargi gets wise and puts out a hat for people to put money in to watch the show.
There you go. That's the spirit.
At this point, really, people are paying you to drink the hagfish juice. And Jargi gets a percentage because it is his bar.
It is his bar, of course. Naturally.
He's supplying the Satan concoction.
It gets to the point that Jargi actually has to stop you because there's just barely enough water left for Nora to actually swim in.
Oh.
The hag needs to be put down.
I think JD and Ilyana would know this. Jargi actually goes through quite a few hagfishes named Nora.
Oh, it's all a lie.
Oh, we wouldn't share.
a
We don't want to.
marketing
We don't want to ruin it for the
For the tourists. Don't want to kill the mystique.
It's just a marketing thing. Oh.
Rubes.
I'll tell you what. Give it a little bit of time. And me and old Nora he'll be happy to see you again once more.
Okay.
Okay, after about a half hour of straight drinking, you are quite full. Probably gonna have to pee like a... Probably gonna have to pee at some point.
Feel shadow mist.
And you will get, let's see. Let's say...
Oh, referral money back. Hello.
And what people paid you, minus the percentage. 32 silver pieces.
I mean, that's some decent money.
Yeah. I made almost a whole gold piece tonight.
You need more than a whole gold piece.
You made like...
You're getting silvers, not coppers.
Oh, you're right. Crap, how much did I get before?
You made like 5 gold pieces altogether. And 5 gold pieces and 3 silver.
You
Or
said
actually-
21 and 33, right?
32. So that would be 53 silver pieces, rather. No, not 50. Silver pieces altogether.
Okay.
Guess
Got it
that's
right
your
now.
evening.
Yeah. So what's everybody else doing back at the Rusty Dragon? I assume everybody went back to the Rusty Dragon.
I'm drinking
Filling in a
at our
Mako.
regular table.
Because I'm assuming she's giving me the day off work.
Well, you're in time for the dinner rush if you want to help out.
Want is a strong word, but yes, I will help out.
All right, make that roll to see how well you do.
Alright. What was my profession roll?
I'm so very confused.
Profession roll is 7. It's not bad. Not
It's
great,
all
but
right.
It's not bad.
No, it's not. It's not bad.
It's normal food cuisine.
Yay. So, are you filling in a Mako before or after the food cooking or during?
Maybe while we cook, just filling her in everything that happened. Leaving out the whole, threaten the town guard.
Yeah, you'd get a heavy dope slap for that.
Yeah, no, that's not an intelligent thing to mention. So just pretty much leaving up like ending with us coming, and then we came back to town. Story over.
So, are you telling the part about finding out that it was Nualia who burnt down the church?
No, he probably wouldn't mention that just yet either, actually.
All right then. Well, whilst that's going on, you both are busying yourself at the stove or the counter or some such. Yes, making sounds like that. Thank you, Rowan.
That was me.
Ah,
Not me. I'm muted.
I'm sure I can hear you. All right. So that goes on, and a couple of things happen during the night. Zamifi, you get a letter, or actually, a letter is waiting for you in your room.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure the walk from the Hagfish to the Rusty Dragon involved me running through the doors. They have to be, and then running out the back door.
That sounds about right.
Everyone watches you blaze past. A few of the drunker ones go, "Ah!" Raise their mugs.
Raise Anthony to anyone who's maybe listening, probably no one. Amazed you're still alive.
Oh yes, paladins are actually quite resilient to diseases, you know.
Lucky her.
You have no idea.
I'm beginning to suspect.
You still have no idea. Whee!
So as soon as the dinner rush is done, if it's possible to get a moment with JD before he heads to bed.
Sure, it
That
would
might
be.
be a thing, although a few other things happen.
Okay.
Ileana,
Yes.
where are you right now at the Rusty Dragon? If you are
Well-
in fact at the Rusty Dragon.
After getting back, I'd check in with Cross briefly, and then I would head upstairs and get some sleep.
Oh, you're the person to ask. I thought you were just going right upstairs. Cross simply wants an update.
Oh. Well, I'd inform him that the mayor and the sheriff have both been informed of the situation, that at the moment, I think things are going to work out in our favor as far as getting all of this fair trial thing properly organized and set up rather than an execution. And I would also let him know that JD was probably a bit more of an idiot than we might have liked.
Than we adequately planned for.
I'm not gonna like it, but elaborate.
Apparently, I wasn't there for this, but apparently he swore to Nualia that he would make sure she got a fair trial.
I was there for that.
Okay. Well, he somewhat blatantly threatened Sheriff Hemlock, warning him that if there wasn't a fair trial, there would be hell to pay. And then when Sheriff Hemlock gave him the benefit of the doubt and asked him whether or not that was intended as a threat, JD said, yes, it was. He knows absolutely nothing about social maneuvering.
Cross just stares at you for a moment, genuinely dumbstruck, his jaw hanging slightly limp, and completely bereft of words to say in response, before grabbing his glass, looking at it, going to take it to his lips, setting it down and grabbing the bottle.
Let's agree now. As continue.
Throwing it back, slamming it on the table, staring at you. I'm gonna kill him.
Can we both agree that if we are at any point required to talk on Nualia's behalf, we send me up and not JD, please?
Agreed.
Thank you. Well,
I have some
I'd
good
rather
news.
not be around. Oh, what sort of good news?
Well, somehow I managed to talk Zamifi into coming to the trial, if there is in fact a trial.
Oh, that's good. How's she feeling?
Well, considering she's been doing the Hagfest challenge now for about 15 minutes,
Half an hour.
30 minutes, my guess would be queasy, but before that she was okay.
Ileana, you know exactly what the Hagfist Challenge entails.
Mm-hmm.
I tried the Hagfist challenge at her behest twice. I had to promise to do it in order so she'd go to the trial.
If I were anybody else, or rather, if this were any other day, I would tell you that it was completely worth it. But since I'm still being me for the rest of today, I'm going to have to warn you that you probably shortened your lifespan by about 2 years.
Fuck it, the last years are shit anyway. Raises the bar. Cheers.
I'd cheer with you, but I don't have a drink, and I don't want a drink. Thank you.
Good call, kid.
Anyways, I'll see you in the morning. I'll see all of you in the morning. I want some sleep now.
It's around this point you hear a familiar voice from behind you in the direction of the kitchen door. I say, Mr. Mako, I hate to trouble you, but have your has JD's friends come back yet?
Oh no.
Where's JD for this
Ross?
portion?
Hold up.
Blocked from view
Can I-
by the door.
He would be motioning to Amako if Amako can see him, like hand across the neck. No.
While that's happening, hold up. I'm going to quickly look to Cross as he's drinking, and I'm going to say, permission to end the terms of our agreement early? Please?
Just go to bed. And Cross is going to stand up and he's going to start walking towards... What the fuck is his name?
Aldern Foxglove.
Problem is, the
Frost.
kitchen doors are right in front of the stairs.
It's drawing attention. I'm going to position myself opposite.
Let's be honest.
the
Would this not be
stairs.
the ideal time for Zamifi to run in yelling, I have to pee?
It so would be.
Except you already did.
Well, now you can run in saying, I'm done peeing!
Hooray!
Somebody
I
roll
am-
me a stealth check with a plus
I'm going to
20,
run in
please.
and say, victory! Wait, no, be right back.
As I
The
move,
drunks cheer again.
as I walk up beside Foxglove, drink in hand, 2 drinks in hand,
What was that mod, Scott?
and hold one
Plus
hand.
11.
Adrian.
You did pretty good, Scott. You got a 24 on your stealth check.
Cool.
Aldern Foxglove is going to turn around a little bit confused. Oh, Mr. Cross, how are you, sir?
Adrian Foxglove, I remember you, my friend.
Aldern, actually.
Aldern Foxglove.
Foxglove.
Whatever.
Foxhound.
It's been a long time since I've seen you. We're gonna celebrate.
All right.
Hand in the glass.
Yes. So, yes. It's a capital idea, boy. My boy. Yes.
Goddamn right.
Tell you what, this round's on me.
No. I'm gonna gesture back to the table where there are 3 bottles of whiskey, one about half empty.
This one's on me.
Planning ahead, sir. Forethought.
I'd like to start early when the sun still rises.
I am
Yeah,
no longer
going
sitting
to-
at that table.
And I am going to, as soon as he takes the glass, which I'm offering with my left hand, I'm going to extend the arm around his shoulder and walk him towards the table, away from view of Ileana.
Victory
And
again!
I am going to sneak upstairs.
Hooray!
No, wait, not done yet.
Hooray!
A perfect crime. We're like Ocean's 11. Or Ocean's
There are 11 oceans now in the
Oh God.
the outhouse.
Oh Christ!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, going back out for the sequel. Hooray!
And let's be honest, she definitely had some protein in that.
Smells like asparagus. Was there asparagus in there? Oh no.
Probably. I don't know.
Oh no.
Jargy doesn't even know.
Was Ileana able to successfully evade Eden Fox?
Aldern Fox Glove. It's one of the less complicated names in this book.
Fucking Quink. Quink? Is it Quink?
Yeah, you got it
Sounds
right.
smart.
Does a little, doesn't it?
It's your fucking Quink. It's like when you add that kind of steak on it. It sounds dirty. It sounds wrong.
After a couple of drinks, Aldern turns to you. I say, you haven't seen that friend of yours, Ileana, around, have you? I was hoping to have a word with her.
And Cross is going to take a sip, very calmly set his drink down. And suddenly a look of sobriety is going to cross his face.
A look of what is going to cross his face?
Sobriety.
Instant sober.
What sort of word?
Oh, you're doing the face.
You're very intense when you're drunk. And when you're sober. Really, in general, you're a very intense man. There's a show at the theater this weekend, and I was wondering if she might like to accompany me. It's been getting great reviews. There's a star actress from Magnum playing you now.
Plenty of eligible bachelorettes in Sandpoint. What's your interest in Ileana?
Oh God, he's playing the overprotective father role.
Yes, he is. Are you looking at his cam? Oh, you can't see his camo.
No, I can't.
You're gonna have to
Yeah,
watch
really
this
is,
video
really
once
is.
I post it on YouTube. It's gonna be beautiful. Let me just go ahead and
Wait.
zoom this in.
No, I won't do my camera too.
Wait, so Rowan's face is visible right now?
Yeah.
Oh God damn it! I haven't seen Rowan's face yet.
That just makes this better.
Let me
Rowan, I
see if I
assume
can-
you don't mind
Oh.
that this is gonna be posted.
Dropped.
Oh, we lost Rowan. Well, that's unfortunate.
No, Prince Green was too slow.
I thought he was just holding that face for a long time.
So did I. I thought he was just being very stern. I was impressed.
I was just about to check and see if my tablet can receive a video call.
Damn
it.
I'm sure he'll be back momentarily.
Don't worry, we'll get him back.
If not, though, you know where it will be posted. Blatant advertisement
Just
for
send me
my
a link
channel.
to it. Just send me a link to it.
I believe he will come back, and then I will screenshot it, and then I will send it to you.
Crashed.
Rowan,
Wow,
I need
man,
to see your
I
face
thought-
again.
I thought
Now.
you were just really committed to that stare.
Don't
Okay,
worry,
here it
Rowan. I'm filming it. It's beautiful.
See, I can't look at you right now. She's just such an interesting woman. I meet very few people like her in this world.
Does that eyebrow go any higher?
I'm not quite sure what you're implying, but I assure you, Mr. Cross, she's lovely. She's such a fantastic and charming, intelligent woman. Why are you staring at me?
Had your experiences with charming, fantastic women, have you? Alder and Foxglove.
Good sir, I resent the implication that I'm not a man of honor.
Answer the question.
I missed the question. I accidentally dropped out.
Had your experience with fantastic, interesting woman, have you? Aldern Foxglove. Suddenly very capable of saying his name.
I pity the fool that is Alder Foxglove.
Well, I mean, yes, I've traveled, certainly. I've met people here and there.
Traveler, are you?
Yes, I'm a merchant. That's what I do. I travel and I sell things. And sometimes I buy things to sell other places.
Oh god, he's making it worse.
You're very committed to that stuff.
Trying to find something that I'm looking for.
What? What did you say?
Trying to find something I'm looking for.
He's gonna stare at you. What are you looking for, Mr. Cross?
A real man who'll look me in the eyes.
He's gonna straighten his back, or try to, because he's had a few at this point, and isn't quite capable of cross-level drunkenness yet.
I've been practicing, motherfucker.
Uh,
How old are you, Aldern?
gonna... Now, how old are you, Mr. Cross? That's
Dodger, answer the question.
Hang on.
You like to travel, Aldern.
I'm actually looking up his age right now.
You like to love and leave. What happens when you move on, Foxglove?
Sir, I'll have you know, I was married once before to a truly remarkable soul I gave my heart and existence to. And I don't like people like you calling my motive into question there by trying to cheapen the memory. You
cheapen nothing.
And he's down.
Jabbing him in the forehead.
Shoulder, actually, right where the pressure point is, right here.
Ooh, that's
What?
Welcome back. I have something to tell you, Foxglove. And you would do best to try to weave your way through your drunken haze and listen to me.
It's your drinks, you gave them to me.
And Cross is going to reach down by his bag, pick up his spell book, and drop it on the counter.
Blah.
Provided your encounters with Ileana, provided she says yes, go unwell, and by some grace of God you survive her displeasure. I've got spells in here that will prevent you from ever looking at another woman again. And all it takes is a snap of my fingers.
20!
I aggressively snap my fingers in front of his face.
20, that was the number.
He's 20 years old?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought he was older.
Yeah. I thought it
Wow,
was
we're
like
the same age.
30 or 40. That's less creepy than.
Well, I had to look up his age, and that's what it says.
Oh. Okay, continue.
So if you ever want to use your eyes again, tread lightly.
By this point, he's too drunk to really register the threat. So he
I'll
smiles
get
and
more
raises.
direct then as I reach out my fingers and grab him by the chin. Squeeze. And don't hurt what can hurt you back.
A bit more worried about you hurting my front.
Let go. Slap him on the cheek.
Feel free to come talk to me if you remember any of this tomorrow.
And then as soon as he's dozed off,
I like to imagine that burp was in character.
was.
20? That can't be right. Hang on.
Still got it.
Don't worry, Rowan. I'm helping you.
Still got it.
Scott, I know you can't see Roll20, so while this was all going on, Zamifi has been going from table to table telling people that Anthony Cross has the Zamifi Underflute and seal of approval.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh God, that's a scary face. Jesus Christ.
What's
Oh,
the
the
scary
face
thing?
you were making?
I just saw the chat.
You finally saw your old
Yeah, the
face.
face you were making.
That face doesn't look 22. Looks old and angry. Oh God, somebody if you done a front seal of approval. I didn't ask for this.
I just dropped spaghetti sauce on my tablet.
Quickly lick it before it gets to the innards.
I used paper towel.
You could do that if you're not a savage.
Lick it before you
I'm not
get it.
particularly interested in licking my tablet.
You know where it's been.
I do know where it's been.
Oh god.
It's been in the bathroom on numerous occasions. I use it like a newspaper.
Okay, alright, don't lick the tablet. Don't want the E. coli.
That is a very good reason to not lick the tablet.
One could say the best reason. Wow.
I'll be deeply disappointed if the fruits of my labor do not bear anything.
I'm just gonna probably get angry and yell at whoever you send over.
Every single woman in the bar.
Oh god, I'm dedicated. What's it mean for Dunderfoot when I'm out of town? This is bullshit.
Don't worry, Roy. She'll be your wingman.
Best wingman ever. Fucking dedicated. Have you met Cross?
And then proceeds to move on to the next person, and then the next person, and then the next person. And just does them all without realizing that she should probably wait until one of them goes over, gets turned down, and then try the next one.
Well, I mean, she would have, but then nobody was going over, so she figured she needed to up the odds.
Gotcha.
There was definitely a little bit of a wait between the first post and the second post, because I was sitting down talking to a woman, like, you should go talk to that guy. He's pretty awesome. He's super nice. He's a little bit edgy and a little bit sad, but he'll be a really good father one day if you really work on him. But you have to go fast because he's kind of old.
What the Get it quick before it expires. 50% off. Okay, and then I guess I'm going to sleep.
I don't know if Jeff is muted because he hasn't commented this whole time, or if he's AFK. I don't really know what's going on.
I'm just looking for his age.
20 doesn't sound right.
Are you serious, Jeff, that my diplomacy does not convince any of these women to go and hang out with Mr. Cross? My diplomacy doesn't convince any of these women to hang out with Mr. Cross?
What did you roll for diplomacy?
You didn't tell me to roll yet. I will now.
Roll it.
I mean, he was doing other things. He was looking at the PDF, not the chatty chat.
36.
Wow. Cross, your weekend's gonna get busy.
Whether you want it to or not, say hello to rape.
Oh god. You're giving him yanderes.
Oh no.
No, that's machinations.
I can't.
What are yanderes?
Yandere. I can't handle a gas eye.
Eh.
Any pink-haired chick walks through the door with an axe, I'm fucking bailing.
But she
It might
looks so
make
happy.
Second note. Any white-haired girl with red eyes and a full bodysuit walks through the door, I'm fucking bailing harder.
In my Kingmaker group, I based one of the NPCs off of, from Mariah Nikki, her
Oh,
personality. She was already an established character, but she didn't have much to her, so because of her interactions with the party, I decided to flesh her out a bit more, and I had her fall in love with Gwen.
Oh, Gwen.
Years down the line, Gwen managed to get her pregnant, and she now has a child. And so does he. And she refuses to marry him. Yet.
Ooh.
Needs to be under the right circumstances.
With a 36, I imagine that all of the women in the bar went home and told all of their girlfriends about Anthony Cross. And when he comes downstairs in the morning, there's just going to be like a swarm of women waiting for him. Like, oh,
Yeah, only hard and fast number I'm finding on Foxglove is 20.
Jeff?
The dude is accomplished.
Jeff?
Yeah.
I'm linking you a thing.
Oh, yeah?
and you know she told everyone in the Hagfish about him.
And yeah, it does look like you were right. And
Well, things got quiet really suddenly.
Yeah, I'm pinging Rowan and he's pinging me back about things.
Hmm.
Okay, so. Where was I? Oh, yes.
yeah, I'll be heading upstairs after that's done to, sleep off the alcohol.
Yay, big account. It's a
So.
wonderful thing.
Functioning.
All right, so. Right. Zamifi, whenever you get to bed, you find a note in your room from Sirdak Drokus of the Sandpoint Theatre, inviting you and your friends to share stories of your adventures with him, that he might put such great works onto the stage. All to see. It's basically that, except more theatrical.
Cool. I
And
might
when
go
you-
see him tomorrow.
And when you open it, there are sparkles and glitter.
I'm
Just
gonna put
ordinary
them in
glitter.
my hair and throw them at Elion.
It never ends. Never ends. All right. So, do we want to continue? Or is this a good place to call it for now?
I would be fine with continuing.
I would also be fine with continuing.
It's 3 a.m. I've already dozed once.
That's true.
Get up, jump around.
I could manage if I have to, but I'd rather not stay up too late, given the fact that I am sick.
This is
All right.
Dubro is sick. Sick is not good.
All right, then. Let's call it here for now. We can reconvene at some other point. Possibly Tuesday, if no one is doing anything Tuesday. I don't know. We shall
Reconvene Tuesday.
work.
I generally have plans on Tuesdays. It was just that 1 week.
All right. I was just thinking we can work through a bit more of the fluff and then get to the actual book. Friday works
We're
too.
basically on book 2 now, aren't we?
Just about. We're kind of in the in-between segment.
Yep.
I would be completely fine with jumping over and doing like a small time skip and like a
There was going to be a time skip
like
anyway.
like a montage of the shit that happens.
There was going to be a time skip anyway. I was just hoping to get a couple more things out before, but this works too. We can glaze over some stuff. All right. Well, I have to get up tomorrow because we have to leave the house around noon to go to London, Ontario. I'm not fleeing a country yet.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise us.
We'll see how the court case turns out.
Funny, you should mention that.
I'm really confused because this commercial is one of those help I've fallen and I can't get up commercials, and like you push the button on the necklace, right? And then it goes and shows scenes of firefighters jumping onto the fire truck, and then the next scene is the EMTs running into the room to help the lady up.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, that's
they're
confusing.
really adamant about making sure you get the help that you need.
Yeah, the firefighters drive over to the EMTs, get them out of bed, tell them, hey, someone needs your help, go. That's how that works, right?
So honest to God, sometimes it seems to be how it works.
All right, well,
Unless, of course, EMTs also have a cool pole to slide down, in which case, okay.
well, they might do, you don't know.
Most don't, but some might. It's entirely possible.
I feel like when you're choosing a commercial, though, you go with the most don't, but this one does, is not the way to go.
Probably not.
I mean, weirder things have happened.
Okay, Jeff, question.
Yeah.
Role
I'm gonna
play
stop recording now.
experience?
And good night, YouTube followers.
Who said